It's Monday morning, you step on the scale, and it's higher than it was on Friday. Again. You ate well all week and you trained hard. On paper, you did everything right. And yet somehow, 48 hours undid most of it. The fitness industry's answer is always the same. You need more discipline, more restriction, and you need to try harder. As if you haven't been trying already. Almost every single man I have ever helped was stuck in that loop. My name is Adam, I'm a performance nutritionist, and over the last 10 years, I've helped over 200 men get lean and stay that way. Now let me show you how to stop the weekend from wiping out your entire week. I did this for years. Ate 1,500 calories Monday to Thursday, trained hard, and I nailed it. Then put away 3,000 calories between Friday dinner and Sunday lunch and spent Monday wondering how it happened. I kept trying to fix Saturday, stay on plan at dinner, turn down drinks, feel guilty about the dessert, and it still didn't work. The problem is the weekend blowout doesn't start on Saturday. It starts Monday. The moment you decide you have to be perfect until Friday. You tell yourself no slip-ups, nothing off plan, and that may hold until Thursday or maybe even Friday. But by doing this, you're spending 5 days building pressure, and pressure has to go somewhere. Your strict week created a heavy weekend. It's almost always the case. The more rigid rules, the harder the crash when they break. That's just how restriction works with us humans. So before you try to fix your weekends, ask yourself honestly, does Friday feel like a relief? Like the diet is finally over for a couple of days? If it does, your weekday plan is the problem, and no amount of extra effort on Saturday is going to fix that. A client came to me a few months back. He'd been doing 80-20 for 6 weeks and hadn't lost a pound. He was confused. So was I. He had heard about it, liked the idea, and thought it meant he could eat whatever he wanted over the weekend. 2 flexible days a week. That was his interpretation. And by Sunday evening, he'd eaten a Friday takeaway, a Saturday dinner out, a full Sunday roast. Yes, he was British, and every snack that came with that. He was doing 80-20, but the wrong way. Most people hear 80-20 and think it's a license for 2 days off. And that's not what it means. But that thinking is exactly what keeps people stuck. Here's what it actually is. Roughly 80% of your food comes from whole foods, filling foods, lean protein, fruit, whole grains, fibrous carbs. But the other 20% is more flexible. A few meals out, a few drinks, a dessert. This 20% still fits within your weekly targets, but it's planned and not random. If you eat 3 meals a day, that's 21 meals a week. 80% of 21 is about 17 meals. That leaves you with 4 meals where you can be more relaxed. Let's say Friday dinner, a Saturday lunch, and again, a Sunday roast. That's your 20%. Or in terms of calories, say your target is 2,000 for a day. That's 14,000 for the week. 20% of that is 2,800 calories for more indulgent eating. That could be however you want to distribute it, but now you're intentionally building that in. You're not just winging it. And that's how flexibility really works. But the only thing that matters is that it's actually planned. That 20% is deliberately part of your weekly total, not a surprise that doubles your intake on Saturday and wipes out 3 days of solid eating in just one. Now our social life is inside the plan and not something you're recovering from every Monday. I used to do the same thing. Have a heavy Saturday, step on the scale Sunday morning, see the number and decide the week was already gone. So I'd just write off Sunday too. By Monday, I'd had 2 heavy days back to back. My weekly average had taken a real hit. I'm talking real hit. And this wasn't because of Saturday, but it was because of what Saturday's number made me do on Sunday. And here's what the fitness industry won't say. Your body doesn't reset at midnight. It doesn't care that it's Saturday. It responds to what you do across the week. Yet you've been trained to judge individual days like they're the entire story. Instead of judging yourself on individual days, manage your weekly total. If your daily target is 2,000 calories, your weekly target is 14,000. Keep Monday to Thursday slightly tighter, say 1,800 calories a day. Then shift those saved or banked calories to Friday and Saturday when you actually need them and want them. Your weekly total is identical, but now it's actually part of your social life. Your social life is part of the plan. And with this approach, my Monday morning stopped being a verdict for me, and it changed everything. I used to freestyle it. Just eat healthy, keep it clean, figure it out as I went. And it worked fine until about Thursday. Then work would pile up. Training would drain whatever I had left. And by Friday evening, I had nothing in the tank. No mental energy, zero motivation to cook, just nothing. And that's when takeaway wins. When you feel empty, can't be bothered to make another decision, you see, willpower isn't the problem here. It's friction. When you have to think about every meal, you eventually run out of thinking. So I changed the system and stopped treating every meal as a decision and started treating most of them as defaults. 2 or let's say 3 go-to breakfasts. I only have one, but you can create 2 to 3. A handful of lunches built around protein, vegetables, and a fibrous carb. The same with dinner. This now meant there was no thinking, just eating. And repetition removes friction. And when there's no friction, the choice happens without a fight. Now you're eating mostly whole foods and enough protein and fiber. You tend to stay within your targets without tracking every single thing forever. The food quality does a lot of the work for you. Most of the week is quiet and consistent. Then the 20% is where your actual life happens. Now it's no longer a diet, it's part of your life. Now here's how I put this all together for you. Work out your maintenance calories and take off 20 to 25%. That's your daily calorie deficit or your daily target. Multiply that by 7 and you've got your weekly budget. Then set your protein target for around 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of your body weight per day. My free fat loss calculator does this all for you. Link is below. Then decide where your 20% lives. Pick roughly 4 meals a week where you'll be more flexible. Then put them in your calendar now, pre-decide them. Friday dinner, Saturday lunch, and maybe, if you're British, like me, a Sunday roast. Those are your planned flexible meals and they're already accounted for. You've decided them in advance. Now redistribute your weekday calories. So let's say shave off 100 to 200 calories from Monday to Thursday and put those towards like Friday and Saturday. So you've just got a bit of extra wiggle room. The total stays the same, but you've built your social life into the numbers. Then lock in your 80% defaults. Plan 2 to 3 go-to meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Please keep them simple. Simple is repeatable. High in protein, high in fiber, and something you'll actually enjoy. These are your autopilot meals, and the less you have to think about them, the better. And finally, this is so important, drop the on and off labels entirely. If you overshoot, the next meal is a fresh start. Of course, you can make small adjustments across the following week if you really want to, but avoid any extremes. The weekend doesn't wreck your fat loss diet, the week does. I want you to plan your flexibility, make the rest automatic. Treat the 20% as part of the plan, not a break from it. And when you overshoot, and you will, everyone does, the next meal is where you start again. Not Monday and definitely not the next week. If you found this useful, subscribe and watch this one next. I'll see you there.